Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what it is, man. This your boy Tank be chopping, and we back with another haircut video. As you can see, my man's got a little bit of length on top. You know, he's rocking them curls on top. So what we're gonna be doing is we actually gonna be doing a mid fade, trim the top just a little bit, and then we're gonna line up the edge up. You know, we aren't gonna add any enhancements on this haircut. He did not want enhancements, but we're just gonna give him a nice clean haircut. So let's jump into it. As y'all can see, I'm starting off by saturating the top of my client's hair with water, making sure we get it all nice and saturated. And once we got that done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a mohawk section from the back, from the crown of my client's head, working my way forward all the way to the front. So as you can see, every piece of hair that I bring up is basically just following that initial guideline that I set in the crown area. And now what I'm doing is I'm setting my guidelines, or not my guidelines, but I'm setting in my sections coming the opposite way, working back. And every section that I pull up, a little bit of my initial guideline is in that section. So it makes it really easy for me to make sure that the top is all down to that length and all nice and even, because I think that's the biggest thing, is making sure that the hair is even on top. And a lot of people have issues with shear work. I don't try to overcomplicate things. I try to do it as simple and as easy as possible. And for me, this is what I know works for me, you know. So if you want to try, I say give it a shot, and I guarantee you it's going to be a little easier than a lot of the other stuff. But nonetheless, man, now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to tie the top into the length on the sides, because we are going to be blending the sides down once again, you know. So just so y'all know, I'm trimming the sides down a little bit just so I make it easier to blend into the sides. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking that JRL blow drying the top of my client's head. And just some FYI, guys, if y'all want any discount on any tools, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com and use my discount code TANK10. That way you can save yourself some money. But as y'all can see, we just blow drying the top of my client's hair, trying to get it all dry. That way we can actually start our shear work.
Barbers, are you tired of not having consistent clientele? Are you tired of sitting around and waiting on the shop owner to get you clients? Not really sure how to retain your clientele? Then I got a course that's just for you. Building Your Barber Empire is a course designed for barbers to build clientele and retain clientele. So it's not just for the beginner barber. It can also be used by barbers who've been cutting in the shop for a while. Don't know how to set your prices? Don't worry, I got you. Don't know when to raise prices? Don't worry, I got a module for that. Not really sure how to use social media to market and gain new clientele? Don't worry, I got a module for that. I've compiled everything I've learned in 17 years as a barber in this course, Building Your Barber Empire. So it's gonna go over everything you need to know. Don't just get booked, but stay booked. I guarantee this course is gonna help you keep that chair spinning so you stay winning. Comment down below and I'll make sure to send you the link so you can start building your barber empire.
And then what I'm doing here is I'm just sectioning off the hair a little bit, because we want to have kind of like a shelf for the top of the hair to sit on. So I'm parting the hair, separating the top from the sides, and I'm basically just going to blend into that side area that I parted down, and everything on top I'm going to really try not to touch. So now jumping into using my clippers, I am using the Instincts, the Metal Edition with the number 4 guard on there. I am using the dub guards in case you are interested. But what I'm doing is I'm just basically debulking the sides, and as y'all can see, when I'm getting to that parietal ridge area, I'm making sure I float my clipper up and away. That way it leaves more of a nice transition, and it leaves somewhat of a shelf for the top of the hair to sit on. And as y'all can see on the back, we are trying to keep the crown. I'm not going all the way up and cutting that off. I'm doing the same thing by floating my clipper up and away to make sure, once again, we keep the crown and we have somewhat of a shelf for the hair to sit on. And once that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my number 3 guard, lever closed, and I'm basically just doing the same exact thing. You know, taking the sides down with that number 3 guard, coming right below what I previously did. So as high as I took my number 4 guard, I'm not taking my number 3 that high. I'm coming right below that, and it's basically a little bit of down fading also, I guess you can say. But I like to do this because for me, it's a lot easier for me to think about fading into a number 3 guard, right? I'm sure a lot of us can blend into a number 3 guard. So when you think about it that way, and now I know, like, I really only got to blend into that number 3 guard. I ain't got to worry about the length on top. I just got to blend into a number 3. So that's why I like to do it, because it makes it a lot easier for me. But now we're gonna move on to setting in our initial bald guideline. As y'all can see, I am using that gamma boosted trimmer, and we're punching in our bald guideline going around the head, and we are dropping it in the back slightly. Me personally, I like to drop down all my blends in the back just a little bit, because the back sometimes gives a lot of us more issues in the back, right? Like, it's a little harder to blend in the back. So you want to give yourself a little more room to actually blend, to give that nice transition. And also, I'm doing this because I want to make sure that I'm keeping that crown, that I'm saving that crown area. I know a lot of times, and I've done it in the past before too, where I just, take the back up too high and I have to cut off some of the crown to make it blend, and that's me not understanding head shapes and me not understanding exactly what I was doing. But now that I'm a little more educated, I like to make sure that I do that. That way I preserve my client's crown, and it just gives an overall better look, at least in my opinion. But now we're going in with that Stylecraft shaver. This is the Instinct shaver. And we're just taking this all down to that razor length. Y'all know how I like to do it, man. The closer I get to that line, the more I'm relieving pressure, and I'm kind of doing a flick out motion, but the main part of this is not putting as much pressure. And if I do happen to, go too high up with it, I can always come down with the shaver, and that'll help transition, the shaver into the clipper work anyways. But one thing I did want to talk about a little bit real quick was me talking about how we used to go into the crown a lot. There is still times where I do that, and I know y'all gonna ask why. Well, sometimes clients want that back piece cut off. They don't like for it to stick up. And I know it's better for them to grow it out, but they don't want to grow it out. They want to do a high fade or something. So I'll do it when my clients ask for it, but most of the time I try to preserve that crown. But as y'all can see now, guys, we're moving back to our clipper work. I got my clipper, the Instinct, the Metal Instincts, and I'm going in with my lever all the way open, setting in my next section. Using a slight flick out motion, but I really just focused on setting in that section where it needs to be. And then I'm gonna close my lever all the way. And what I'm doing here is I'm barely attacking that bottom line, flicking away, and then I'm gonna adjust my lever open, working my way up. So this is a little different than how I typically do it, but this, this fading technique also works. I just wanted to try something different and show y'all something different in case y'all wanna attack haircuts a little differently. So now my next step is my one guard lever open. And what I'm doing here is I'm setting in another section, but as y'all can see, I'm using a flick out motion. That way I don't create too much of a harsh line. I don't want to go too much into that hair that I already cut. So I went in with my clipper open, and now my clipper is all the way closed, and I'm attacking that bottom line in this section, trying to lighten it up. It's not going to come out completely, and that's fine, but that's what the 1/16 or the half guard or the 0 guard is for. My lever is closed, and I'm attacking that bottom line, and I'm going to adjust my lever if needed to make sure that section looks nice and blended. Now I'm moving on to my number 2 guard lever open, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this all blended. So if y'all remember earlier in the haircut, I did a 4 guard and a number 3, so my number 2 guard should basically blend into that, right? However, as y'all can see, I am still floating my clipper away because I'm just really trying to make sure that I don't leave any harsh lines. If you do leave a harsh line, you gotta take that line out. So if you use more of a flick out motion and more of a floating motion, those lines are a lot easier to take out, and sometimes by just using that flick out motion, it doesn't even leave a line. So that's why I recommend doing that when it's necessary. This is my 1.5 guard, just doing some detail work in the middle of this blend. Now I'm gonna revert back down to my 1 guard lever open, which is kind of the same as a 1.5 guard. It's actually a little shorter, but my lever was open. As y'all can see, I'm adjusting my lever, doing some detail work, making sure that this haircut looks nice, cleaned up, nice and blended, nice and blurry. Y'all know what it is, man. So we moved on to the 0 guard. Right below that, right below what we just did with the 1 guard, we hit that 0 guard with. Now I'm going in with my clipper no guard, and I'm just adjusting my lever as needed. And as y'all can see, I'm just using the corner of my clipper, and that's gonna really help you be a little more precise with what you're trying to detail. So if you're really trying to get certain areas, not the whole side of the head, then I would suggest using the corner of your clipper like I'm doing here. And then we're just gonna try to finish off this blend by using the trimmer at the very bottom, just to get that bottom line to come out. And once we did that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the lineup. As you can see, I'm starting my C cup, giving him a nice curve, making sure that line is nice and sharp. And then we're gonna hit the vertical bar. We are gonna line up the front, but we're gonna do that more towards the end of the haircut. But what I'm doing here is I'm actually doing some blending shear over comb just to take away some of this bulk. It's really not taking away any length. As y'all can see, I'm just really tapping the ends a little bit with the not the clippers, with the blending shears, just to make sure that the haircut flows a little more smoothly. And then, we lining them up with that white pencil just to make the edge up pop a little more. We're not gonna add enhancements, but we are doing a form of enhancements, which is that white pencil, just to enhance the haircut a little bit and enhance the lineup, make the lineup look a little sharper. But you don't always have to use paint enhancements to make the edge up look sharper. A lot of times I just use the pencil on my clients, and it looks, it makes it look nicer. But now we're moving on to the back. I did do the opposite side, but I didn't record it. But we're moving on to the back, and we're gonna basically do the same steps here. What I wanted to do though right here is talk to y'all a little bit about my course. As y'all saw earlier on in the video, I do got a course that I just dropped. It's on my website, tankbechopping.com, and what I'm doing right now is I'm doing a special, a launch special basically. So the course is normally gonna be $99.99, but if you join ASAP, I don't know how long I'm gonna have this sale for. So if you join ASAP, you can use the promo code LAUNCH, and it's gonna save you 50% on that course. So you're only gonna pay $49.99, right? So if y'all interested in that, y'all make sure to drop a comment down below. I'll make sure to reply to it, and I also have the link down in my description also. So if y'all just check out the description, I'll have the link there along with the discount code. That way you can save yourself 50% off on that course. And that course is really just gonna be, what it is it's building your barber empire, right? So what it's going to be talking about is trying to build up your clients. You know, you're trying to build up your clients, retain clients, how to use social media marketing, how to set your prices, how to raise your prices. So it's going to help out a lot of barbers if they're new to the game or if they've been doing it for a while. Because if they've been doing it for a while, you can still learn something from this course. And if you're brand new, like I said, it talks about setting your prices in a brand new shop or setting your prices when you're new to the barber game. And then it also teaches you how to build clients when you have no clients at all. So I think it's really going to help y'all. It's really going to be beneficial for y'all if y'all do check that out. Once again, I will put the link down in the description, or you can just comment down below Empire and I'll make sure to send you the link. But jumping back into this haircut, guys, as you can see, the back is looking blended. We're still doing some work. This is my number 2 guard, just blending into the crown area. And as y'all can see it, now y'all can see the blend a little more, that it is blended and dropped down on the back towards that crown, because once again, we were trying to preserve that crown. We wanted to save that crown, make sure that it looked, you know, nice and full. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut so far. Obviously, we're not done yet. We're still cleaning up the back, and we're still gonna hit the front lineup. We haven't done the front lineup either, but we're gonna do that here in a second. We're just cleaning up the back of this blend with these instincts, these metal instincts from Stylecraft. And also, guys, if y'all want to go to stylecraftus.com and purchase these, you can use my discount code TANK10 on that website also. But that was my 1.5 guard. Here is my half guard. And I'm gonna give y'all a tip some people may not know. Sometimes if you go into a haircut with a 1.5 guard, you can actually blend that 1.5 guard with your half guard lever open. Because if you think about it, your half guard lever open is a 1, so the 1 fades into a 1.5, and that's basically what the 1.5 guard is. So sometimes you can skip using your 1 guard, but that only works on certain hair textures, right? So just keep that in mind. If you want to try it can speed up your process and make your haircuts a little quicker. But nonetheless, man, as y'all can see, we're working these discrepancies in this haircut, detailing it, trying to make sure that the back is nice and blurry. But now that that is done, we're gonna go ahead and line up my client. As you can see, we got them looking like Bam Bam in the front. You know, we got the hair pinned up, and I'm gonna go ahead and start attacking this lineup in the middle of my client's head, and then working my way over to one side, and we're gonna do one side and then go to the other side. But I'm taking my time. I'm making sure that I'm being nice and precise with that trimmer, making sure I don't take off too much or go too high. You know, you don't want to push the client back. You want to just basically cut off them baby hairs and try to give a nice lineup. And as you can see, we're moving on to the opposite side now. And then we're just gonna, you know, take off those extra hairs that are hanging over the lineup. One time for the one time, man. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Y'all know what it is, man. But now we're moving on to the razor. As you can see, we're finishing off the client with that razor. You got to make sure you're finishing off with the client. Well, I guess you ain't got to do that, but you know, where I'm at, we got to finish off the clients with the razor. It really takes the haircut to the next level, makes the lines look a lot sharper. And in this case, you know, as you can see, he has that white line, that white chalk line. The razor is going to help kind of fade that into the hair, into the skin a little bit. That way, that white line isn't so harsh, but it still leaves a nice sharp line. Now we're just doing the front of my client's edge up. And then now we're gonna add some styling powder. This is level 3 styling powder, but I mean, you can use whichever you like, but you can get this at fwbarbersupply.com along with other hair products, so y'all make sure to check them out. But now we're just styling the hair a little bit. But check it out, man. This is how my man came into the shop looking. This is the before look. He got them curls going, and we made sure that we kept those curls and the crown to make sure this haircut looked right. And this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book there. Also, if you want to join my course, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. Click on online courses. Building Your Barber Empire is out now. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut down in the comments, guys. Let me know if y'all think I got this man right, and if y'all didn't, you know, let me know that also. Make sure you're following your boy on TikTok and Instagram also at tank_b_chopping. If you need any discount on tools, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com and use my discount code tank10. But that's basically it, YouTube. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.